I wasn't snooping. I was looking for a booking confirmation. That's it. A dinner reservation she had made for our anniversary that I stupidly deleted. She told me to just grab it from her inbox. So, I did. And there it was. Not the restaurant, not flowers, not some gift she'd ordered. No, it was a thread. For emails down. Subject line, strategy to proceed, dividing assets without resistance. I clicked. I shouldn't have, but I did. And I stopped breathing. It read like someone had drafted a quiet execution. Not just a breakup, not just a divorce, a systematic erasure of me, my name, my ownership, my life, my company. My company was on the table. The house, the accounts, my future. She was working with a lawyer, not hers, not mine, or at least who I thought was mine. Their tone was smooth, rehearsed. He won't suspect a thing. He's too sentimental to notice the shift in the operating agreement. They underestimated me. Or maybe they thought I was already dead inside. The worst part wasn't even just the betrayal. It was the precision, the coldness. She was already moving her things, reassigning titles, setting up meetings, all behind my back. I couldn't breathe. I couldn't move. But I read every line, every clause, every polite, poisonous word. Then came the forwarded message, a name I didn't recognize, followed by a note, "Keep this between us. I'll explain the affair situation later." He's still clueless. Clueless. That word burned deeper than all the rest. That night, I lay next to her and said nothing. Her breathing was even, peaceful, like a woman who already lived in the future. She was building one where I was a footnote. My hands trembled, but my face didn't. That was the first time I truly lied to her. A silence so heavy it became armor. In the morning, I left early, walked into my office, closed the door, and began to disappear. I called a different lawyer. Quietly. Paid in cash. Moved things, names, titles, ownership stakes, across lines she never knew existed. Shell companies I had long forgotten I'd registered became shields. Accounts in places even I might have forgotten about. She wanted everything, so I gave her everything I let her see. She thought she had gutted me, but she had only skimmed the surface. I wore my grief like a uniform, calm, still, not a tear, not a raised voice. Just the slow building of something irreversible. The confrontation came in a room too white and too quiet. Her lawyer smiled like a vulture. She sat across from me, legs crossed, eyes hollow with rehearsed empathy. I didn't speak until they were finished. Then I slid the file across the table. Her lawyer picked it up, scanned the first few pages, and stopped. These can't be. They're real, I said, my voice like a sealed vault. Everything has been transferred. I own nothing now. At least not under the names you tracked. She blinked. Once, twice. Then leaned forward. What did you do? I smiled, just a little. What you were planning. I just moved faster. Back at the house, my house, I waited. She stormed in 3 hours later. No words. Just fury. You stole it, she screamed. You coward. I didn't answer. I walked to the kitchen, poured 2 glasses of wine, and set one in front of her. She slapped it away. I drank mine. Who else knows, she hissed. No one, I said. Just you. Just me. Just him. I slid the printed email across the counter. The one she had forwarded. The one with the line about the affair. She stared at it, and for the first time, her silence wasn't rehearsed. I saw it then, the flicker of fear. Not because I yelled, but because I didn't. Not because I fought, but because I didn't need to anymore. You think you've won, she said finally. I looked at her like a stranger, because that's what she was now. This wasn't about winning, I said. It was about surviving. Then I left. No theatrics, no packed bags. I had already moved what mattered. Everything else could rot. They still came looking, sometimes. Her lawyer attempted a countersuit. It was dropped after one meeting with mine. I heard he changed firms. She stayed in the house for a while, alone. No title, no leverage. Just square footage and echoes. And me? I live quietly now. Somewhere colder, somewhere cleaner. Some nights I wonder if she checks her inbox. If she rereads that thread. If she sees the exact moment the prey learned how to hunt. I don't need revenge. I already had it. Because the last thing she ever expected was for me to vanish, with everything.